So, you're about to embark on a 10-day cruise with your kids and you're wondering if you can pack everything that you'll need in a carry-on. Well, I'm here to tell you that I think you can. In today's adventure, I take on that challenge and I'll show you how I pack for our 9-year-old and his carry-on. Spoiler alert, the packing cubes are back. And as a bonus, I'll show you how I'll pack for 10 days in a carry-on and all of our cruise essentials. Let's start with our little guy. For him, I'm packing 15 t-shirts, 5 button-downs, 4 shorts, 5 long pants, along with his shoes, swimwear, socks, and underwear, all in his carry-on. Enter the packing cubes. I'll start with the largest of the cubes and drop in his more casual clothes, like his tees and his shorts. Then I'll move over to the medium-sized cube where I'll drop in his swimwear, socks, underwear, and his button-downs. I've got a separate bag that came with a pair of shoes that I purchased for him that will easily fit most of his shoes for this trip. Let's lay these in his bag and move over to his long pants. Since we're not leaving for a few more days and I don't want these to get super wrinkled, I'm going to fold these on top and close his suitcase for now. But before I do, I want to share the first of my cruise essentials with you. I'm taking the hangers for his pants and dressier shirts with me. It's typical not to find a lot of hangers in your cabin, and taking these with us will solve the problem of how we're going to hang them when we get to the ship. Next up, let's have a look at what I'm bringing on this 10-day cruise. Can I get 3 pairs of long pants, 10 tops, 4 dresses, a cover-up, swimsuit, a pair of shorts, workout gear, socks, underwear, and 2 pairs of shoes in this bag? Let's find out. I'll start with the larger packing cube and my tops. There's a debate on whether to roll or not to roll. As you know, I'm a roll girl. I find that I can fit more in, and if I do it well, I won't have as many wrinkles when I unpack. Now, let's move on to the medium-sized cube. And here I will place my gym gear, my swimwear, socks, and underwear. Now that just leaves my dresses. Just the same as I did for our little guy, I'm going to lay these on top and close my suitcase until the night before. I'll go ahead and bring a number of hangers for the dresses and some of the tops with me as well to make unpacking easier. Now here's the real question for you. Do you think I've overpacked? Can you really overpack for a 9-year-old? Let me know what you think and stay tuned and I'll let you know if we actually used all of the items that I packed for him and, for that matter, for myself. Now what's not here are the toiletries. I have room to drop them in this bag. It's my overnight bag and it's nearly empty, so I'll go ahead and place those in here. Let's talk about the other cruise essentials that we like to bring with us. Over-the-counter medicines. Bring them with you even if you don't end up using them. The last thing you want is to have a headache or a fever in the middle of the night and have to rely on the ship's medical team. I hear that can get expensive. So next up, you'll need to bring a sweater or a jacket to wear around the ship. The spaces tend to be a little over-conditioned and it's easy to catch a chill. Since the cabins are magnetized, we'll bring these little hooks with us to hang our lanyards on so that we always know where they are. And speaking of lanyards, we're going to use lanyards. They always come in handy to keep your room key in. If you haven't cruised before, you should know that your room key also doubles as your room charge. So instead of using cash or charge cards around the ship, you will use your little room key instead, and you need to bring it with you everywhere to get on and off the ship. And if you don't want to use a lanyard, you might want to take a purse like this where you can store both your phone and your room key. We're bringing a laundry bag with us and we'll pack our dirty clothes in this bag for our trip home. If we end up with more dirty clothes than this bag can allow, then what we'll do is we'll use one of our empty packing cubes. In addition to the laundry bag, we have a small little bottle of detergent, so if we have any little minor stains, we can just go ahead and hand wash those in the sink. And then we also have some cleaning wipes, so if we have any spills or what have you in the cabin, we can just wipe that up ourselves. You'll also need to bring a spare card with you to keep the lights on in the room. For this trip, I ordered these little cards that will help us find our way around the ship, and we can use them in the slots for the lights. It goes without saying that you need your chargers. I always travel with this bag to keep everything neat and organized, and I'll drop this one into my overnight bag. For the first time on this trip, I'm using this brand new carrying case for our passports. I have all of our passports neatly organized. I also have plenty of space in here to put our cruise tickets and any other cards that I might need to carry around with us. So no more scrambling for all of these items at the check-in desk. And an extra bag. You never know when you're going to need an extra bag for all of those souvenirs. I like to keep an extra bag someplace with me, either in my suitcase or in my carry-on. Febreze. That's right, your cabin mates are going to thank you for this one. Just in case you don't feel like partaking in many of the activities around the cruise ship, don't forget to bring along a few easily packable games and toys to keep the kids entertained in the cabin. And you can't forget the favorite toy, blanket, or book. Also, let us not forget the ultimate, the much anticipated, the cheesy, but absolutely necessary matching family t-shirts. I wanted to just check in with you. This is day 9 of the cruise. We're almost done. I wanted to let you know how well I did with packing all of those essentials. Did I really use them all? The first item up are the extra jackets. You will notice a couple of times throughout the series that I wear both the heavier blue hoodie, and I actually went out and purchased another hoodie and wore it around the ship. You are going to get cold. That includes your evenings. So wear a bolero, bring yourself a light sweater, bring a pashmina scarf. You are going to need it. And what about all of those cleaning products? You know, I'm big on my cleaning products. So we have been using our counter / vanity for everything. The area, I've been putting on my makeup there. The area gets a little sticky, dirty, what have you. We've been using the Clorox wipes just to wipe that area down and keep it clean. So that's come in handy. We have used our laundry detergent a couple of times because unfortunately, you'll see in the series that the little guy did get seasick one night. So we used that to wash out everything. Came in very, very handy without needing to send it off to the laundry and not having the smelly clothes left behind in our luggage. Next up, hangers. What about those hangers? I used every single extra hanger that I bought with me. Came in really handy for my dresses. Also for the little guy, he's sharing a closet with his grandmother. She needed all of the hangers she could get. He needed his hangers. So yes, you don't have to bring 10 of them, but maybe bring for your dresses, your dressier items, bring 4 or 5 hangers just to hang those items up. And you will have heard me mention this a few times throughout the videos. These hooks right here, these hooks have come in so handy. You'll see I have some coupons hanging here. I also have our dinner schedule behind the door. I have our Latitudes cards behind the door. Anytime they give us something important that I don't want to forget, it's right here by the door. I can't help but see it on my way out. So you definitely need the hooks. They come in really very, very handy. The other thing that I would mention that I did not mention in the packing video, all of these doors from the outside look the same. You will notice that there are birthday cakes on our doors. These are magnets. You can, as I mentioned, the whole cabin is just one metal can. So you can put magnets outside of your door. That'll help you to recognize your doors. And what about those lanyards? I use my lanyard everywhere I go. I use it to keep other things in besides my card key. I keep receipts in there. I keep my little raffle tickets for the cruise I'm going to win in there. Lanyards come in handy, particularly with my little guy, since he is older now. And he could potentially wander around or get separated from us, but he's old enough to find his way back to the room. I've told him, if we get separated, keep your lanyard on you, come back to the room, I'll come back to the room, and Daddy will keep searching for you. The lanyard is a great way to make sure that your little doesn't lose track of the room key. Let's talk about my charging plug. You can see here that I've got 4 items plugged in here. I have room for a 5th item. And this is so very important because, as I pointed out in the room tour, there are only 2 outlets in this entire room. Imagine if I was trying to charge all of these in just those 2 plugs. You need one. Not necessarily this one, but make sure you bring a multi-plug outlet with you. Now, in addition to the lanyard, I also talked about bringing a purse like this, that it would come in handy, and it did. So when I'm going out to a dressier night, when I put on the dress, This has been my quote-unquote purse. I don't use the lanyard for nights like this. I put my phone right in here in the top snap. I open up the zipper, put my room key in there, put any coupons or anything that I need for my dining experience in here, and we're off to the races. This has come in handy. So let's talk about this really quick. I mentioned this in the packing video as well. I mentioned that I actually purchased a little card that was also a map of the ship that I could put in here. It would also be my key, if you will, to the power in the room. So this particular cruise, they've provided this. This is not always the case. So just so that you know how this works, with this all the way into the slot, it allows the lights to be on. If I pull it out, which I won't because I'm using the power in here, it turns off the lights and you can't turn on anything. It's their way of saving energy. Each room does come equipped with a safe. I mentioned the passport carrier. All of our passports for all 4 of us are in here. It's neatly organized. I took you through this particular case. It's in here, nicely, neatly put away. I'm not worried that you see how dark it is in here, that I'm gonna lose something and leave a passport behind. It's all in this case, easy peasy. So I mentioned Febreze in the packing video. We of course have used it in the bathrooms, but we've used them in the closets as well. I saw somebody spraying where their laundry goes. So bring a little he's doing this on the side. Bring a small bottle of Febreze with you to keep everything fresh. Okay, next up, I mentioned bringing along toys and books. We actually, one afternoon where we were just relaxing, sat down and we read some more of our Percy Jackson series. So definitely, you don't have to bring a lot, bring 1 or 2 of them with you. You never know when they're gonna come in handy. All right, let's talk about how I did. I overpacked for myself. I did manage to get everything into my suitcase. Good dry run for a trip that's coming up later this year where we'll be 10 days and we'll have to get on an airplane. Makes me a little nervous, but there we are. Did I overpack? I overpacked 2 tops. I was able to rotate my bottoms really nicely. I have a pair of shorts for our theme park day, but I only overpacked 2 tops. Not bad. I could have done worse. Okay, as I think about it, is there anything that I wish I had brought along with me that I didn't, or something that I bought that I wish I'd left behind? I have mostly used everything for myself, for our little guy, Paul. I think we did a pretty good job packing even our essentials. We've used all of those. The only thing that we haven't used yet is the laundry bag. So at the very, very end, we'll throw all of our laundry into that one bag and put that into a suitcase. Otherwise, I think we did a good job. There is just one thing I wish I bought with me. Some decent leather. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope that you found this video helpful. Stay tuned for our complete 10-day cruise travel vlog from aboard the Norwegian Getaway. We'll bring you all of the onboard activities, dining experiences, port tours, cabin tours, and more starting next week. In the meantime, check out our Disney playlist. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that you know when the next adventure begins. And no matter where your next adventure takes you, we hope that you enjoy the journey. Bye now.